Every single game has some kind of score. Maybe you score by collecting coins or surviving, for example. In this video, I will show you how to make a score system and even save the high score in a very simple way. This is the project I'm going to be using. This project only has a player, which is a square, and has a script. This script, the only thing that will do is to move the player, and then will detect collision with the coins. And the coins are just circles with circle colliders, so then when we play and we collide with these circles are destroyed. So let's now see how to make this score system. Firstly, let's create the user interface. So right click, UI, and I'm just going to create a default text and call this, for example, score text. This score text, I'm going to put it on the top center part of my screen. I'm going to change the text to score, and then I'm going to put 0. I'm going to change the color to white. Also the alignment of the score and the font size, maybe like this. Yes, it's okay, I believe. I'm also going to move it down just a little bit. This canvas that was created with this score text, I'm going to rename it to score canvas. Firstly, I'm going to create the score system, and then we are going to create the HighScore system. To do this, let's right click on your scripts folder. It can be here or in a folder named script, and I'm going to create a new C# script named score canvas. And then I'm going to add this score canvas script to the score canvas game object like this. This will be the manager of the score and the high score. So let's make this a public int score variable. We will have to add 1 to this variable when we collide with the coin. In order to do that, we make it public. And then in our player script, I'm going to make a reference to this script. To make that, I'm going to create a new variable and call it score canvas, and then score canvas script. Here we are saying we want a new variable of type score canvas because this script is called score canvas. If your script is named, for example, score manager, this variable should be score manager and then the name of your choice. Then to actually assign these variables to this script, I'm going to call score canvas script will be equals to game object.find object of type, and again score canvas. So now we have a reference to this script. On my collision detection method, when I destroy a coin because I have collided with one, I'm going to call score canvas script dot score because we want to access this score variable right here, and then I'm going to add 1 to that score. In my score canvas script, I'm going to call the start function, and then actually the update function, so that it's called every frame, and I'm going to print the current score. So now in our console window, we should have our current score. As you can see, when I start playing the game, 0 is printed because our current score is 0, but when I collect a coin, our score is 1, then 2, 3, 4, and 5. Although our score is printed in the console, we don't have it in our score text. In order to do that, we are coming back to our script, and at the beginning we are going to put using Unity engine.ui. With this Unity Engine.ui, we can actually manipulate and change things that are UI. In this case, the UI we want to change is the score text. Firstly, I'm going to delete this update function, and then I'm going to create a new function, a new variable that will be private, so text, and this will be named score text. This score text variable will be this score text so that we can manipulate this text of the score. In order to grab this score text, I'm going to call void start, and then I'm going to assign this score text to, so score text will be equals to GameObject.find GameObject with tag score text dot get component text. Then we are going to put that tag we put on the script, this tag score text, on our score text game object. So add tag, we click on the add icon and we put score text. Then we come back to score text and assign that tag. So now we have our score text graph and we can make anything we want with this. In this case, I'm going to create a new public function. I'm going to call it update score text. Previously, we put here this line of code that will add 1 to this score variable. So now what we want to do is to update our score text based on our score variable. To do this is very simple. We call score text dot text will be equal to our score variable to string. Remember that our score variable is an integer and the text of a score text must be a string. In order to do that, we call this toString function. But here we have another problem. If you remember, our score text is score and the current score. So we are only here putting our number like this, 0, 1, 2, etc. We want to put this, okay? So in order to put this, I'm going to put here this and like this, very simple. These functions should be completed, so it's time to call it on our player script. So again, score canvas script dot update score text. So now when we collect a coin, our score is added. Now it's time to create our HighScore text. So we're going to right click on our score canvas, UI, legacy text. Actually, I think it's better to just duplicate our score text. Maybe reposition it, change the size a little bit, and then I'm going to put here high score, again 0. Also have to rename to high score text and also tag it with other tag because it's not the score text, it's the high score text, high score text. And then we tag it as HighScore text. I've added some lava that if you collide with them, you will get your player destroyed, like this. So in our score canvas, I'm going to create another text variable, in this case HighScore text, and then I'm going to assign this HighScore text to GameObject dot find object find game object with tag high score text dot get component text. Now I'm going to create a new public function as well, so that's called in the player public void update high score text. So my high score text dot text will be equals to high score and then my actual high score. I don't have variable for my high score, so let's quickly make it public. No, it shouldn't be public. No, it's not necessary. So int high score, and then I'm going to put it right here to string. Here is a problem, and that problem is that we haven't set our high score. So I think I will just make it in this function. So if high score is less than our score, then our high score will be equal to our score. I'm going to call this function inside my coin detection. So score canvas script dot update high score text. In order to save my high score, we're going to call player prefs. Player pref is a built-in function that will allow us to save data in a very simple way by just calling player prefs dot set. You can set floats, you can set ints, and you can set strings. In this case, we're going to set an int. The first parameter is a name for the key, in this case high score, and then the value we want for it, high score. So in this line of code, we are saving our high score. In our start function, we have to update this high score. So it will be high score will be equals to player prefs dot get, because we want to get what is stored by this line of code with the same key we put high score in this case. So high score. And also we can put a default value. The default value of high score will be 0. And then we have to update our high score text. Now let's check that everything should be working fine. In this case, my high score is 3. So I'm going to collect, oh, I failed. So let's try it again. I'm going to try to grab more than 3 coins. 4, as you can see, my high score is now bigger, and the 5th coin, then you can see my high score is 5. I collected all of them. So now when I close my game and play again, my high score is equal to 5. Just to check again if everything is working fine, I'm going to duplicate 2 more coins and reposition them. So now I have 7 coins. I'm going to try again and try to grab all of them. 4, 5. So now it will be 6. If I close and play again, you can see my high score is now 6. So now lastly, let's check if the 7th coin works fine. 6, 7. I close the game, play again, and my high score is 7. This is just a basic concept about how you can implement high score and score systems. But with these lines of code and this tutorial, you can implement them in any game you are doing. This is all for today's video. If you like it, please subscribe, like and comment the video. See you on the next one, and bye bye.